Our own Stephen Shanklin had a deeper look at Wi-Fi 6, also known as Wi-Fi 802.11ax for all you Wi-Fi nerds. It promises to triple speed and double the range of coverage. Now, while I love talking about 5G, as Brian knows, Wi-Fi 6 could potentially have a bigger impact on our daily lives. What do you guys think? Like, are you excited for the Wi-Fi 6 revolution?
I am, if we start to see faster speeds rolled out by our, internet service providers or ISPs, because that's what really dictates this.
Yep.
It's really, they go hand in hand, and you need devices to support Wi-Fi 6, which we're starting to see. The latest Galaxy phones support Wi-Fi 6. I don't know if the Switch Lite does. I
don't believe it does.
If it did.
Yeah, and there are only a handful of like actual Wi-Fi 6 routers out there, right? Like it's pretty rare.
Very early days for the entire industry here, but yeah, it could definitely change people's lives more than some other technologies we've seen in the home.
Or we could just have like a 5G home broadband connection, story that you wrote earlier. See, I somehow tied it back to 5G.
Regarding Wi-Fi 6, what's the main advantages over current Wi-Fi technology?
Significantly faster is one of them.
Yeah, better range too.
And better range.
Yeah.
And that's really when it comes to Wi-Fi, what you're hoping for is you want better range and you want better speed. And
really, unlike 5G, which is like a brand new technology, Wi-Fi at least it's a pretty universally accepted and embraced technology. Products are going to come out with Wi-Fi 6. It's a lot less of a question than 5G, right? Like that's just sort of, we all use Wi-Fi, we all buy Wi-Fi products, so that's why there's a lot of excitement about Wi-Fi 6.
Right, and the products you're going to be buying going forward, presumably the next Xbox and PlayStation will have Wi-Fi 6. We're already seeing it in phones, like we mentioned before. The latest Samsungs have it. So going forward, the devices you get will just have it built in. And once you upgrade your router,
it just gets us a little bit closer to that future where I envision no cables in my home. That's what I want. No power cables, no internet cables, nothing. Just stuff.
Wireless for all.
Wireless, yeah. I mean, who cares if all the signals are flying everywhere in the house? But it's not having cables would be so. I don't know. The tangle of cables is one of my big pet peeves at home. So.
Well, I'm kind of curious for me if Wi-Fi 6 could enable. Speaking of wire-free, for any future VR, AR stuff, whether it would be good enough to allow you to finally not have to worry about tethers for stuff, or be able to stream. It sounds like it, but I think all the stuff you have to kind of test out and know. But,
right.
And it's still very early days for this, just like it is for 5G. We're still very much in the beginning stages.
You mentioned Xbox and generally seeing phone developers leaning towards Wi-Fi 6. Do we have any other more specifics on the slate who have stated this is what our next tentpole is going to be? Commander Trium wants to know what product development there is kind of coming down the pipeline.
I mean, phones, obviously.
We don't. Maybe Microsoft and Sony haven't really talked about what they're going to have. So it's just a guess that they would probably have this technology.
And the industry is kind of moving towards it as a whole. So, like, basically any product that has Wi-Fi, as some form of Wi-Fi now, will like eventually get to Wi-Fi 6.
Yeah, that's the thought.
My question for Wi-Fi 6 is, why do all of the routers look like Sith starships?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Well, you're starting to see routers want to be placed with that whole Sith Starship idea, like exactly the ones you're showing right now.
Partly the antennas, right?
Yeah, those are ungodly monsters that are great for functionality, but awful for performance. You're not going to want to put that in a main living area,
right?
Which is where you're going to probably be using Wi-Fi. You're going to put that in an office or in your basement or in your attic.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of companies have actually really focused on the appearance of their Wi-Fi recently. You look at Eero, you look at Google Wi-Fi, you look at Netgear's Orbi.
Those are more mesh networks. But the idea is, to your point, like they're designed to be aesthetically fit into your home, like no matter what the room is, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's where you're going to be using your devices, and that's where you'll have the best experience.